used to have hobbies like running, hiking, and reading, but now her spare time is mostly spent just keeping her son's hands out of the toilet. She says she loves spreadsheets, practical sedans, and the sweet, sweet sounds of Hall & Oates. Please welcome Leslie Polakov.
Attention kids, this is what unprotected sex looks like. Does this look like something that would interest you? So I am expecting so many things to begin expecting when you're pregnant. I'm expecting to begin snoring like two pugs fighting over a milk bone. I'm expecting my feet to swell to the size of my mother's perm in 1986. And I'm expecting sweat profusely like an accountant asked to sum up 3 numbers without their 10 key. Some of you may have the same questions as my cashier at Publix, so let me address those. No, I'm not expecting twins. And yes, I'm sure that my due date is in March and not later this month. And no, this is not an elaborate ruse to shoplift a watermelon. People can be so rude. I was pissed and I was venting to my husband how I wanted to kick this cashier's butt. But then he so kindly pointed out, honey, there's no way you could kick up your leg that high. Yes. I'm so thankful that the Bunk Cake ladies are back sponsoring this event. Yes. Did you guys try them before the show? So good. Ladies, are you in the audience? You are doing the Lord's work. Okay? Do you do babies registries? Because I do not want a bottle warmer or a diaper genie from family and friends. I want a Bun Cake Keystone pipeline pumping in fresh baked goods from now until delivery. People always ask you when you're pregnant if you're having any food cravings, and I don't really think that it's pregnancy that causes it. I think it's more when you realize that you can only wear elastic waistband pants and that dignity has been evicted from your body. That you hit a place where you say, I've always wondered what Nutella would taste like on a Cheeto. And now that pride no longer dwells here, like, let's do this. 20 to 25% of my time just brainstorming items to spread Nutella on. Like, what can't that stuff do? I bet Nutella on a gym sock would be delicious. So being pregnant gives you license to do things that you would normally never have the nerve to do. Like park yourself in that Brookstone massage chair at the mall, you know the one, with a carton of soft pretzels and just dare anyone to ask you to leave. Or cut in the Sunday brunch buffet line at Ray's on the River. You do not want to find yourself between me and a recently replenished tray of crab stuffed mushrooms. You don't want to fight me for them because a lot of you aren't even in my weight class anymore. Or utilize the HOV lane even though you're not quite within regulations. Officer, my Honda Accord isn't the highly occupied vehicle. I'm the highly occupied vehicle. So as Dan mentioned at the beginning of the show, the funniest accountant gets an all-expense-paid trip to Las Vegas, which is incredibly generous, is it not? Yeah. But as the mother of a 3-year-old, what would really excite me is a round-trip ticket to the bathroom alone. Just one solo, uninterrupted pee. No fingers under the door. Mommy, what you doing? Mommy, you need help? So people have asked me if I really want this baby to be a girl, because I already have a son. And originally I said I really didn't have a preference, But last night at dinner, I started to rethink that. So we're sitting there eating, and my son farts. And he gets the biggest smile on his face and says, "That sound is my butt." So my husband explodes with laughter and proceeds to teach him the art of pull my finger jokes. I cannot handle any more testosterone in my household. The top two things that Americans are afraid of is not public speaking, and it's not wild donkey attacks. It's toddlers and aging. But ladies, some of you have got to stop lying about your age. You're scaring people. People think, "Oh my God, is that what 40 looks like?" Like, no, that's what 67 looks like. You question these people's life choices. Too much sun exposure, smoking, moderate meth use, and prostitution. I'm actually considering lying up about my age. Damn, you're 56? You look amazing. What is your secret? So, there aren't many good things about getting older, but don't you guys have to admit you're a little bit excited about being out of Justin Bieber's target demographic? Yeah. Aging gives you the wisdom to know that you don't need to take a photo of every taquito you eat and post it on Instagram for comments. And you no longer need to feel embarrassed if you mistakenly think that Ariana Grande is the newest cinnamon and spice latte at Starbucks. So by round of applause, how many of you are in public accounting? All right, quite a few of you. Although I'm sure there's more and you're just too tired to even clap. There's a reason that this type of work requires absolutely no physical fitness. I once worked with a guy. I never saw him leave his desk for 2 whole years. And I think it's because he was just that busy, but it may have been that he wasn't wearing any pants. I can't. Public accounting ages you in dog years. Remember back to when you were a fresh-faced staff accountant, full of energy, with decent muscle tone and interests outside of what was being ordered in for dinner during busy season? Yep. I walked into public accounting as Katy Perry, and I walked out 8 years later as Blanche from The Golden Girls. Thank you so much.
Keep those cheers going for Leslie Polakov.